What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. We have completed the first inning program. We have the 300 program stars, and in today's video I'm going to tell you guys how to get to 300 stars fast, the best ways that you guys can earn program stars, because it is much different than it was in MLB 19, so there's a lot to talk about. But before we get into that one, make sure to leave a like down below on the video. It really does help out a ton. Subscribe if you guys are new. We just hit 22,000. We are growing like crazy. Thank you guys so much for the support. Make sure hit the notification bell and hit the subscribe button for all MLB 20 content, tips, gameplays, everything of that sort. But the first inning program, let's go ahead and talk about it. There is a heavy emphasis on Showdown this year, which is a new game mode, which is kind of difficult. I did drop a tip video that I'm going to go more in depth than what I'm going to talk about right here. So if you want to see it, top right hand corner, really suggest that you check that out. But I am going to go over some kind of main just kind of the main points for what you need to do for Showdown, because that is 70 program stars to get the first inning Showdown done, which is nearly a third of the entire program, which is really big. So let's go ahead and look at the first inning program. I'm going to show you guys the draft, because that's kind of a big part, how you should draft in this. 500 stubs, it is definitely worth it. You can get 500 stubs very easily. This is always going to be your first round. I always pick Todd Helton. Duke Snider's only good against one side. Todd Helton is amazing against both. And what I always do for drafts is I heavily emphasize the offensive side of the ball, especially for the first inning program. You only need one pitcher and you only need one reliever, so there's no point in picking any more. As you progress through more of the moments, pick up batters. That's what you want to do. That's the main thing. Power is king. You're playing on low difficulties. Your PCI is huge. Even the final showdown is only on all-star difficulty, so power is really big. Like Kyle Schwarber, another great guy to have. Now is when I'd probably want to pick a pitcher. We have Sean Manaea. Hit 9 is usually the primary stat I look for. We're going to pick up him. Hopefully we can get a reliever here. We do not. I don't love either of these options, but there's no point in picking another starter because you're only going to need one. And here we go. We'll pick up David Robertson as our closer. As for perks, I always recommend offensive ones. Right here, don't pick the ones when you're winning on base, because that doesn't really help you, because you're usually never winning. This one's big. It should help you come in clutch. Lifeline. And if we can get I would say insider info for pitches inside, you're gonna perform a bit better. Make sure equip your perks. That's a big thing. As far as for Showdown, what I recommend is I usually stop right before the second mini boss. That's what I've been doing when I beat it. You can get up to, I believe, 12 runs out of the 15 that you need. This is all-star difficulty. You're gonna face Roy Oswalt, or it could be Herman Marquez for the Rockies, or Kenley Jansen for the Dodgers. And what you're going to want to do is first focus, wait for them to throw fastballs. They're going to pitch the same pitcher the entire time, so just wait it out, work counts, make their confidence and their stamina go down. And once you get into these mini bosses, which remember, if you fail, you will lose out, or the final showdown, take all the guys that you have, no matter their position, and put them in. So let's just say this is Diamond Mike Trout, and you have him on the bench. He can't play second base, but you put him at second base because you aren't going to have to field. You're just hitting, so always make sure to do that. That's a couple main points that I want to tell you. Like I said, top right hand corner, more in depth for Showdown, but there's a lot more stuff to talk about. But that is big. That is 70 points. Like I said, nearly a third of what we're going to go for. Conquest is another big one. Conquest is going to get you to 100 if you were to do both of those, and obviously you're going to earn stars from playing the game. Roughly, from what I've been seeing, I think it's 2 program stars for playing a full 9-inning game online, and then it's 1 for doing a battle royale or an event game online. But Conquest is big. Of course, I've talked about tips for Conquest already. It's pretty self-explanatory. What I recommend here, go up to the top half, get the Twins, the Braves, and the Yankees stronghold. Always remember, you want to have some fans in your strongholds. That happened to me. I had to play an extra game that took me an extra 10 minutes or so. So if you have an exposed stronghold like I do right now, if somebody can attack it, if they have 3 fans right here and I only have 1 at my stronghold, they're going to attack you and you're going to have to play that game. So make sure that you are putting fans right there. But yep, just for this, go up top, get those 3, and then work your way down to the bottom. It really shouldn't take you that long. There's not a whole lot to talk about. And if you do want to see more in depth, I did make a conquest tip video if you guys are interested in checking that out. Another thing that just got released yesterday is going to be the Curtis Granderson collection. These Curtis Granderson missions can be annoying because they are multi-game. There is a 9-inning multi-game moment within here, and they do get tedious for sure. They're low difficulty, but the big thing that you have to remember is if it's something like this, tally 1 home run, I cannot stress this enough, it's on rookie difficulty. Go into your settings if you are having trouble with that and put yourself on directional hitting. There's no worry about where your PCI is. You don't have to concern yourself with that. All you have to do, you're a lefty batter, point your left analog stick out towards the right field foul pole, and if you are on time with it, if it's a fastball, you're probably going to crank that out of the ballpark. Another thing I want to mention, I'm not going to go in depth with it like I said, but dashboarding is still available. This is something I did in the multi-game moments. Dashboarding is not available in Showdown, but dashboard is available in moments. If you try to dashboard in Showdown, it'll just say something along the lines of the game ended and it was not completed, so you end up getting the loss. Moments, if you dashboard, let's say for example this one, you're 2 games through, you still have to get 2 extra base hits and you have everything done. That's the exact place that I was, and you're in the game and you only get 1 extra base hit. This exactly happened to me. And it was my last at bat. I knew it was going to be because it was the 8th inning. We were winning by a bunch. What you have to do is press the PlayStation button, close out application, go back into the game, and your progress will still be there. So you'll have another opportunity to get those 2 extra base hits without having to go all the way back and doing everything over again. So it's especially going to be huge for something like this. Let's say if you're on your final game, you still need 2 hits, you're not going to get it. You don't want to play all 9 games of those back again. If you just dashboard, go right back into it, you'll have multiple unlimited chances to get those 2 hits. So dashboarding is very, very important. And then to finish it out for the Granderson card, what I recommend, I know there's been trouble with stats tallying. I believe they did fix that. A lot of people were telling me about it, but I would recommend just go and play the Yankees on all-star difficulty. If you have a pretty good team, it is going to be pretty easy. The exchange mission, you're not going to get there quite yet. And then these you can do as well, but they're online. It depends what you're going for. This is going to get you to it right away because the moments give you 42, and then this will knock you out at 50. So after you do all that, you're already at 120 plus program stars. That is very big. Online missions is another one that I definitely recommend. There's some really good ones. For example, this one, tally hits with prospects or live series players. There's a good chance that you have a lot of live series players on your team right now because there's not a whole lot of flashbacks. If you just play like a couple, I've only played 3 online games. I do have a good amount of flashbacks, so that might be why I don't quite have it yet. But this is 15 program stars that you're going to get really easy, really simple. This one, if you want to get it, it depends what you're going for. Ranked is better for XP, but if you're strictly looking for program stars, I recommend do Battle Royale or do events. You can do your first Battle Royale entry absolutely free, so maybe try that out, and events is of course free. And then this one, tally home runs with All-Star Flashback Curtis Granderson. Do it if you decide to keep him in your lineup. I personally have him on my bench, so eventually I'll get that done, but don't make it a priority. Let's talk about these missions, your daily missions, for a second. Always make sure and do at least this one and this one. Sometimes these can be annoying. Like for example, this one, 2 bronze RBIs. I primarily play ranked seasons. I don't want that. I'm going to roll for a new one. Gold infielder home run. There's a legitimate shot that I could get that. I still have Max Muncy. I just hit a bunch of home runs with Max Muncy in the last game I did. Gameplay coming out later. But some of these you're not going to want to do. For example, this one. This is a horrible mission. Exchange eyewear. And the only eyewear this year is either gold or diamond. This one cost, I believe, around 2,000 stubs. I think we can check it quickly on the market, and that's for 2 program stars. That is highway robbery. That is criminal. Do not do that. That makes no sense. Don't spend 2,000 stubs on 2 program stars. So some of these are not going to be effective, and if it isn't, just wait until the get new missions is going to re-roll, and then you're going to re-roll and get a new mission, and hopefully it's a lot better. And always try and make sure that you knock these out before the new missions is up. Keep an eye on that timer, because you'll be able to get another mission right away and not have to wait for another one. So that is very important. I want to talk about the collections really quick for the first inning program. I did do this one right here. I already had David Ortiz, I already had Greg Maddux and John Smoltz. I decided to complete it just because I thought it would be worthwhile, because I wanted to try out Mariano Rivera. I'm going to have 388 overall diamond starters. David Ortiz is my starter first base, or at least a bench bat for now, and Mo is going to be on my pen, and there's only 2 guys that I probably won't use. In my opinion, it is worth it, but it's always up to you. If you don't have a bunch of stubs, then don't do it. This one, however, the prospects, you're going to get this eventually. Don't go out and buy the prospect cards, I wouldn't say. If you do a bunch of the team affinities, I believe you get these at 25 program points, or maybe it's 30, but you're going to get it done that way, and there's still plenty of time within the first inning program, so do not buy the prospects. But if you want to get the pre-ordered diamonds, I think right now would be a good time, as good a time as any. I don't think they're really going to go down much in price, at least, you know, for a couple months. They're probably going to stay around 10,000 for the first couple weeks. So I really do recommend, if you have the stubs, to do that, because it'll give you a big boost. And all in all, I already had 3 of those, so I had to get 4 more. I spent about 9K. They were a little bit cheaper last night, so that's 36K. And if I were to get one of these cards like a Todd Helton, I would pretty much be even if I just sold him, or, you know, whatever. It's not really that big of a hit. And that's really the main things that I want to say about program stars. Those are the best ways to earn program stars, at least from my findings so far this year. If I find anything else, I'll make sure and let you know. Like I said, highly recommend you check out my videos talking about Showdown and Conquest. Those are going to be in the top right hand corner if you haven't seen them yet. Let me know how close you guys are to completing the first inning program, and once you complete it, who are you going to take? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't opened it yet. I'm still kind of in between a couple guys. I don't really know who I want to take yet, so let me know who I should pick. And if you've used them, let me know some reasons why Roy Oswalt or Duke Snider or Todd Helton is your favorite. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. There goes Zowdy.